Salford Red Devils victorious here at the AJ Bell Stadium. It ended Salford 40, Catalans 14. Paul, fantastic win for Salford. Ian Watson must be pleased.
Yeah, very bruising contest I think today against Catalan as well. Very physical side out there. I mean, the size of their pack, it must be the biggest pack in the league. I've just been waiting to speak to Wattle then. You've seen someone come out of the changing rooms, some battered and bruised bodies there. The size of some of them, real huge units. And I thought they came here to rough us up really, didn't they? They came a very physical team and we combated that well. I don't think it was the most sort of, what's the word I'm looking for, clinical display. There was a lot of mistakes, wasn't there? The completion rate was low. I think we coughed the ball up on the first tackle 3 or 4 times, didn't we? But when we got our chances, we took them really well, didn't we?
Yeah, started off very well. Catalan did open the scoring with a penalty, but we hit back with a try from Josh Johnson. Little kick through from Lola here, and Johnson was there, fastest person to get the ball down. Fantastic start for Salford.
Yeah, 2 with Lola, he's a special mention there. He's created 3 tries today from 3 kicks, hasn't he? 2 for Chris Wellham and 1 for Josh Johnson. And no, he had to be there, didn't he, to score that great kick against the post. And if you aim a sort of kick around that area, it's a danger zone, isn't it, on the in-goal area post. If you get a ricochet, you've always got a chance of scoring. And he finished that well, Josh Johnson, and a good bit of confidence for the young lad.
Yeah, obviously Salford got 2 tries back to back in that first half. 1 from Alferts, 1 from Chris Wellham on the bell. The Alferts one, lovely move through the hands and dived over in the corner. But what about that Chris Wellham try? His 300th career appearance today. Massive kick in the air. He leapt like a salmon and caught the ball and crashed over the line. Just what we needed just for our time.
Yeah, he sort of juggled it then, didn't he? It was a great take for him and he juggled it and scored. But I thought Chris Wellham was the best player on the pitch by a long way today. Rob, I thought he was outstanding. And I think he's been outstanding all season. I called him Mr. Reliable in my match report, and I think since we've signed him, he's been Mr. Reliable. He really has. He puts it in every week. He doesn't get the credit he deserves sometimes, does he? But he's always there. And I think he scored 2 tries today, but he did an awful lot of good defensive work as well. He mops up a lot of the time. He's there, finishing tackles off and things like that. There's a bit of broken play. So I thought he was brilliant today, Chris Wellham, and I really hope he stays next season. Just asked Wattle the question, and he said they're in talks with him because there was a rumour flying around that he was retiring.
Yeah.
And I don't know where that came from, but it was doing the rounds, wasn't it?
I spoke to him after the game in the interview, and he tells you what the story is behind that. So it's worth tuning into the podcast this week to find out the real story about the Chris Wellham rumour. But talking about Chris Wellham, he made the break and set up Lola here for his first try for Salford Red Devils. And you know, fantastic last 3 or 4 games from Lola here. You know, he's certainly growing into this team.
He is, he defends well. His short kicking game is immaculate, it really is. Like I said before, he's created 3 tries there, but I think you've got to credit Wellham again for the break. He did a fantastic handoff. I mean, handoffs, you don't see a lot of handoffs in the game. That's like an art that's gone out of the game, and that was a great handoff there, great break from him. What you've got with Wellham is he's an old-fashioned sort of centre, isn't he? And that was great backing up for him too with all here. I'm delighted for him to go over to score his first try, and then he's also kicked a few goals as well in the second half.
Yeah, and obviously Salford continued scoring the tries. Lovely work from Jackson Hastings, set up Nia Levels to actually kill the game for Salford. That's what Jackson Hastings is all about. Big moments in big games, does the magic, and Salford were home and hose then.
Yeah, he ran at the defence there, didn't he? Committed defender. You've got Nia Levels, who's a terrific support player, and he was in support there. And it was nice to see Mark Flanagan score as well, wasn't it? The last try of the game, he powered over from close range to get 40 points. I think that's a pleasing thing as well, Rob, to win 40 points to 14. What's that? 26 points you've won by. So we've already got the decent points difference, haven't we? And that it could come down to that in this top 5. So we've done ourselves a good job there. And you've clawed 2 points back on Catalan. I think Cass were winning last time I heard. So not sure how that's gone on, but there's been some good results again, some strange results again. The league hasn't been again today, and I think for us it was a big one today because you've got a 2-week break now before London, and like I said, there's a lot of battered and bruised bodies there, and we've only got a small squad as well. Juniors, Sal's left, so there's another man down. So this 2-week break I think has come at the right time for us.
It has indeed. A lot of injured players out there. 2 weeks off, well, a week off now before the London game. Important, I think. London, obviously, they'll be fighting for their lives, won't they? So the boys will really need to be switched on in 2 weeks. But let's celebrate today's win. Obviously, team on the up, Paul. How far can this team go?
Well, yeah, just chatted to Gil Dudson there. They're doing some team building next weekend and going away to do that. And like I said to him, there's a massive team spirit there, isn't there? And I know there's players leaving at the end of the season, but this group of players are a special bunch, aren't they? And we're sad to see the players go, but there's 6 games left now, and how many of them can we win? I think each game at a time now. We've got London and Huddersfield coming up now, both very winnable matches. If we can win these 2, I think you're in a prime position then to pounce on that top 5, aren't you? The teams are dropping points, aren't they? And Catalan's lost today, so no, it's going to be exciting, it really is, but I don't think we can look too far ahead. London's a tough game. They beat St Helens today, so they're in amongst it now, aren't they? I'm just glad we're not down near the bottom, because if I was a Leeds or UK support, I'd be be flapping a bit now because it's getting really tasty at the bottom, but we can look up now and aim for that top 5.
I was flapping a bit as well, Paul. Only 6 points off Fernando's. Desperate stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't think many people would have had us down to score 40 points today, mate. I think even at half time, 16 points to 8, I didn't think we had 40 points in us, but it just shows the character of the side there to keep rolling in that second half. And some of the players looked out on the feet there. You could see it. I mean, Christian, didn't he? It looked like he was playing on one leg at times. He looked out on his feet, but a great effort to score 40 points against a good Dragon side. It was a terrific result.
Yeah, so Salford victorious today against Catalan Dragons. Week off, and then bring on the Broncos.